All right, guys, here we go for the conclusion of this mystery. Chapter 11, called The Mysterious Footprints. We decided to play nature detective as soon as we got home from the field trip. Ralphie's yard was the biggest, so that's where we went. We first stopped by home to get my magnifying glass. We looked for animal clues. I guess Ralphie found the first clue. He stepped in dog poop. Ugh. I patted Ralphie on the back. Nice work, detective. While Ralphie changed into sneakers, Mila and I searched the garden for animal tracks. Mila found a centipede. I let it crawl on my hand, only it didn't crawl much. After a while, we decided it was probably dead. Yeesh. Hey, Jigsaw, Mila said. Look at this. She was behind the bushes next to the house. Mila picked up a broom. What's this doing here? She asked. I held up my magnifying glass. The broom was caked with clumps of dry mud. Looking down, I suddenly shouted, Footprints! Ralphie joined us as we gathered around the mysterious footprints. Any conclusions? I asked. Ralphie shrugged. I guess somebody walked back here. But why? I said. There's nothing here. We thought it over for a while. What about that strange shape you saw the other night? I asked Mila. Yeah, she said. It was right around this area. Suddenly, I understood everything. The broom, Mila's mysterious shape, the large footprints. The clues were coming together. And they were telling a ghost story. I gazed up at the side of the house, up high near Ralphie's window. I saw tiny streaks of mud. Let me try something, I said. I held the broom high and rubbed it against the wall. We listened closely. Scratch, scratch. I banged the broom against the wall. Thump, thump, thump. I understand now, Ralphie said. The ghost used this broom to make the very scary sounds. Mila knelt beside the footprints and stared through the magnifying glass. I don't think so, she said, unless you know any ghosts who wear Nikes. We sent Ralphie inside. He came back in a minute, holding a pair of Justin's sneakers. It was easy, Ralphie explained. Justin left them right in the mudroom. As I suspected, the sneakers were Nikes, and they were muddy and damp. I turned a sneaker upside down and held it next to the footprint. A perfect match, I said. I put my hand on Ralphie's shoulder. You don't have a ghost, I told him. You have something far worse. You have a teenager. Ralphie asked, But how did Justin make that woo-woo noises? I'm not positive, I answered. Probably the same way you did, back at the treehouse. I cupped my hands over my mouth. Whoa! The three of us marched into Ralphie's house. Justin was eating a bowl of cereal in the kitchen. I held the broom in my hands. Mila held the sneakers, and Ralphie pointed at his brother. You're the ghost! Chapter 12. Justin Gets All Wet. Justin confessed to everything. But why? Ralphie asked. You scared me to death. Justin smiled. Admit it. You loved it, he said. And I guess Justin was right. It was fun thinking there was a ghost on the loose. Sort of. Of course, we still had to get him back. Fair is fair, and I knew just how to do it, too. It was an old prank my father showed me. About half an hour later, we found... Oops, I turned too many pages. We found Justin in his bedroom. He was lying on the floor with his head between his stereo speakers. Want us to show you a trick? Ralphie asked. Justin said, Nah, too busy. Come on, Ralphie urged. You owe me. Justin groaned and stood up. I stepped forward, holding a small bucket of water. I said, I can make this bucket stick like magic to the ceiling. Want to see? I climbed up on Justin's desk. I mumbled some fancy mumbo-jumbo, stretching on my toes, and I held the bucket of water against the ceiling. It takes a minute to stick, I explained. After a while, I told Justin that my arm was getting tired. You're the strongest, I said. Could you please hold this for a while? Justin groaned. Ugh. Better yet, I said. Just grab that hockey stick. You can stand underneath it and hold it from there. Justin grabbed the stick. I did my best not to smile. He pressed it firmly against the bucket, and I climbed down. Mila and Ralphie giggled. Then we said, "Thanks a lot, Justin. See you later." We ran out the door, leaving Justin in the room, standing under the bucket of water. "Hey, guys, when are you coming back?" he yelled. "Hey, get back here. What do I do with this bucket?" We ran into the backyard, laughing our heads off, and in a few minutes, Justin came out to find us. His shirt looked wet, and he was smiling. "Nice trick, you guys," he said. "I suppose I deserved it." Just then, Mr. Jordan pulled into the driveway. Justin looked at his father. He looked back at us. There was a twinkle in his eye. Justin walked toward the car. "Hey, Dad," Justin called out. "Want to see how I can make this bucket of water stick to the ceiling?" Ralphie turned to me and smiled. It was a Ralphie Jordan special. Well, that's it, I thought. For $1 a day, I make ghosts go away. Another mystery solved. It was like a puzzle with all the pieces in place. Nothing to do now but rip it up and start on another one. I knew there would be more cases, more mysteries to solve, and I'd be waiting, ready to piece the clues together. That's why they call me Jigsaw. Hope you liked that one. We'll be starting a new story next time. See you later.